About a week ago, I filmed a video where I talked about the best hypercars in the Crew 2. That included the absolute top speed king of the spec, the Aventador. The Lamborghini Aventador had the previous top speed record for hypercar in the Crew 2. The handling king, which was the McLaren Senna, and the all-around best hypercar in the spec, the Bugatti Voiture Noir. But when I filmed that video, I wasn't aware. Now, when I tell you, I filmed that video on Monday. I edited that video Tuesday morning. And at Tuesday afternoon, the Crew 2 announced a brand new hypercar. And you know what that meant? That meant every single thing in my video was now completely inaccurate. Here we are with the Aventador in Big Land. Let's top out the top speed. You can see this thing does 320 at the top end. I think I got it to 322 before, but just you wait till we hop in the Bugatti 300 Plus. Head down there, subscribe with notifications on it, be very much appreciated. And honestly, the best thing you could do is just check out one of my other videos after this one. It'll be in your recommended. Head down there and do that. But right now, our goal is to finish Big Land the quickest we can, and then finish Big Land in the new Bugatti the quickest we can, because we're going to be comparing it to the top speed king. We're going to be comparing it to the handling king. And then finally, we are going to answer once and for all, is the Bugatti Chiron 300 Plus the new best hypercar in the Crew 2? First and foremost, we're coming to the end of this event, which is largely top speed based. You know, this makes sense to be the one where we test top speed, because it's a straight road. I leave PvP lobbies whenever Big Land is selected, because it's just R2 simulator. You're just slipstreaming and holding R2 the entire time. So let's get to the end of this. Let's switch these exact parts over to the Chiron. I keep wanting to say Voiture Noir. And let's see how fast that thing can go. 2 minutes and 35.59. Chat, make a note of that. Here's our Chiron with some racing red. These are the parts we're using: pure and frenetic. Pure increasing the nitro power, and frenetic increasing the nitro power per second of usage. So this thing is geared to go as fast as it can. We've got gearbox maxed out, and all we have is 001010, which is exactly what we have on the Aventador. Let's switch to this thing and let's do Big Land. Here we go. We're with the Chiron already. We're picking up just so much more speed. Instantly, this car is insane. Now, when I was on the test version of this car, right, like early, way before it was added to the game, there was definitely signs that this thing was a little bit too nuts. A little bit too wild, a little bit too wacky, and a bit insane. But it seems that that's exactly what was intended for this car. And right now we're coming back to exactly where we topped out before. So here we go, the exact same place, even starting higher. Instantly flew past 320. 333 miles an hour. That is 500 and I believe, was it 36 kilometers an hour in top speed, which is insane. And it hits it so quickly. You could see we're spinning out. Oh no, you could see we were already at top speed by the time we got to that. Well, already at the Aventador's top speed by the time we got to there. Think about that for a second. We had to nitro in the Aventador to get to 320. This thing, we didn't even need to nitro. We just sped up to the Aventador's top speed and then demolished it the moment we hit nitro. It's a bit slidey though. It's definitely noticeably slidier than the Aventador. Not the best thing you want from a car, but I can live with it. Oh no, surely not. Wait, surely not. Is this the end of the race already? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on now, lads. Come on now. What was our last run? 2:35.5. We beat it by a solid 6 seconds off of a 2-minute race. 6 seconds off just by using this thing, giving me my new best run on big land. So that's it. That's it. That's one king of hypercar toppled, demolished, annihilated. The top speed king of hypercar just like that, off of a surprise release, annihilated. The next thing to do is try out the handling king of hypercar, and that is the McLaren Senna. Let's head to a handling race. So for handling, we're going to be decreasing to 9 gearbox, because what 9 gearbox does is it lowers the top speed of a car with the benefit of increasing the acceleration. And that's what we want in a race like White Rock Hills. Here we go. So the strat is I'm going HUD view. I've got everything sorted that I am going to be truly sweating. If we don't get my best run ever on White Rock Hills here, I would be surprised, because that's what I'm going for. Get my best runs in the 3 Kings of Hypercar, and then beat those runs, annihilate those runs in the new King of Hypercar, the Chiron. Now, haha, very funny. Get all your Sid milking the Senna still jokes out of it, okay? In fact, get your Sid milking the Senna in a video where he's milking the Chiron jokes out of here too. I want them all gone. Get them out of your system, okay? Now, there's a shortcut here we can't take anymore. We actually have to go around, which kind of stinks. There we go. Okay, let's... Didn't curb right the best there. Needed to slow down, but the Senna's definitely the best for handling. You might have noticed, if you're a consistent enough Summit player, you will have noticed that for a lot of races recently, everyone's been using the Senna in the races, because we've had to use it in we've had to use no restrictions hypercar in, you know, street, in 2 different touring car races, maybe 2 different street races, and over again for those races, everyone's been using the Senna, because like I say, it is, I need to focus, the best at handling. I really need to focus in hypercar. Let's get to the end and let's see our time. Okay, I broke way too much there. God damn, I forget how good the brakes on the Senna are. The brakes are insane on this thing. I don't know if the Chiron will be that good when it comes to braking and whatnot. And how long is this race? This race is a little bit longer, so presumably, you know, this should show. You know, I feel like if the Chiron truly is better, it should show. And there we go. Jot it down, chat. 2 minutes, 55 seconds, 0.469. Like the funny number, chat. Like the funny number. Jot it down, boys, because I'm going to forget it. Now, we'll grab the exact same parts, put them on the Chiron, and gearbox to 9. All we got to do is do this now. So it begins. How much better is the Chiron? Is it better? Now, obviously, there's the subjectivity that it's just me running this, right? Like, we're going to have to see in the long run when we get another race that is really handling bias. We'll have to see what cars are people using. Are people still using the Senna, or are people using the Chiron? But as far as just for me goes, we're about to see, is this going to be my best car for handling races? And already, it's feeling pretty nuts. I can't lie. It's feeling insane already. What? I don't remember the numbers. I wish I had, like, you know, I could set a ghost, but it's a versus AI's race. But already this feels pretty insane, because the Senna, honestly, is the one I kind of wasn't sure the Chiron would beat. I don't know if it could, because the Voiture Noir is the best hypercar in the game, but it wasn't the best top speed. The Voiture Noir was the best hypercar in the game, but it wasn't the best at handling. So is this thing really gonna just come in and annihilate everything? Is that even gonna be possible? Well, not in this run, I'll tell you that much. What even is that? Look at it! Look at that thing! It's ginormous! It has the same mass as this thing! When was that there? Who put that there? This is a meteor, not a rock! I've just crashed into an island! Someone just dropped the UK onto the track, and I hit... Whoa, Jesus Christ! I'm sorry. Jesus, Aaron, are you okay? Aaron, are you okay? I'm sorry, Aaron, never mind. I'm sorry. Yeah, no shit, caution. Was that was the train thing from the last round? I like to think that was the... It came to get its revenge. I like to think that was the trains thing that I hit the last, on that last race. What? What? You say just focus. How can I when not only am I, but the game is going insane? It came back for revenge. It came back for revenge. Here we go. We're back. We are back. I think at least. I don't know what shortcut I actually crashed on now that I think back to it. It's been so long. But honestly, I think so far the general consensus is Senna is definitely easier to handle. Okay, I mean, I guess we'll find out if this thing is faster in a handling-based race. But as far as ease to handle, I think it has to go to the Senna. I want to give everything to the Chiron in this video. I want to say hands down, Chiron is the best, no question, don't buy anything else. But it really does feel like the Senna is a lot simpler and a lot easier to handle. But I guess we're about to see on this, honestly, absolutely perfect run I've crafted here. This last run is insane right now. As long as I don't, like, hit a rock, go flying in the air, I should be good in this being the perfect run. But, oh, Senna run 25, 55, and again, have we knocked off 5 seconds? There we go. 6 seconds of top speed, 5 seconds of handling. And that puts us at, yeah, my new best in White Rock Hills. This car is insane. So even in a handling race, it's quicker. That's nuts. But I'm not playing around anymore, chat, because finally it's time to pit this thing up against the Voiture Noir, the previous best hypercar in the spec. We're gonna put it into a race that is a more all-rounder hypercar and Bronx. So now it's time to get the best run I can on Bronx in the Voiture Noir to once and for all prove, at least in my hands, this thing is, and in my recommendations, this thing is the best hypercar. Well, not this thing, the Chiron is the best hypercar in the spec. But first, this requires a good run. And that could not have been a better of that first shortcut if I'd even asked for it. I got really lucky there. I think I got bounced into the perfect angle for exiting that shortcut. And now we get past the first handling section into the first top speed section. Which, I guess we can test for the Voiture Noir here. Got to about 302. And then I restarted my run. Okay, it's this jump here that is a make or break. Either I restart the run or I hit this jump properly. Which I'm not looking forward to in the shit. Oh. Huh. Well, the Chiron has a pretty good run to beat. Oh, no. Oh, no. If we can stay on the road the whole time, the Chiron is up against a hard run. Oh, no, chat. I might have outdone myself. I love Bronx because it's a brilliant race for all around. You've got handling, you've got turns, you've got top speed, you've got acceleration. Everything is tested in the Bronx race. It's pretty good. You got the first bit in New York. You've got just a lot, you know. There's even chicanes like this that you can do crew 2 methods on, which is just don't even follow the road and instead restart the race because you hit a tree. Here we go. We are coming to the very end of this run. If I manage to do something dumb like hit an immovable object or, you know, crash into a building here at this end bit, we'll just take off the seconds that would be added, which I didn't, so we're all good. The time to beat is a 2 minutes 46. Is that my best run? I don't know if it is. That is, in fact, my best run, which I think is a trend of this entire video. I'm both breaking my own records and then breaking them on top of that in the brand new, as you already know, Chiron Super Sport. Back to Gearbox 10. Oh, let's be. The Chiron 300 Super Sport in the exact same race, the exact same parts, and even restarting the run once. Here we go. Now, in the last run that I did in the Voiture Noir, the really good one, I hit this section very well. In fact, this turn specifically, I nailed it. I didn't get it perfect there, but one thing that definitely will help over the Voiture Noir is this section right here. Both are on 10 gearbox, but it feels like the Voiture Noir is slightly higher on acceleration. But we've actually not managed to get to the speed that we are at on the Voiture Noir. Although this thing dominates top speed, it seems like it's harder to reach it on this thing. And this turn right here is obviously a make or break, and this run is made. And now we just gotta stay on the road and beat an absolutely nuts run in an absolutely nuts car. You know what? I might vouch to just leave this full run in instead of editing around it, so you guys can really see this thing absolutely dominating. Also, on the second run that I did, I actually managed to nail this turn in the Voiture Noir without going wide, which was very good. But it also means it was a harder video. Sorry, a harder video. I'm reading chat. A harder run to beat. But that's what we're going for. Where's the chicane? The chicane is something I don't want to mess up right here. Go slightly to the right of this tree. Oh my god, this thing's a mess! But we're already back on the road? I know for a fact that was quicker than La Voiture Noir. Okay. Now, just straight till the end. Decent. I'm trying to pick up as much speed as I can on the straights. Little tip, it's a bit late for a tip, I know, but little tip, you never want to nitro on turns. You always want to be going straight when you nitro. Nitroing on turns is always a waste of nitro, no matter what. If you're touching the analog stick in any way, you shouldn't be nitroing. Oh, wait a minute. Only by 2 seconds. Wow. It cuts it close. But to be fair, I'm not even using full pro settings on this thing. The Voiture Noir had full pro settings, but we beat it by 2 seconds. without pro settings, solidifying that yes indeed, this car is, without a shadow of a doubt, the new best hypercar in the game. I have no question about it. Do with that information what you will.